warmly welcoming you to How Does She Do It, the podcast, with me, your host, Jo Ferroni. Join me on my journey as I explore finding a gentle balance in both business and life, because being kind to ourselves is our superpower. Ladies, hello. I hope you are all well, happy and healthy right now. I am bringing you a slightly different episode today because however much we plan and prepare, sometimes life gets in the way, and I have been sent a few challenges recently, including one of my children contracting COVID, and everything else has been put back or been put on hold, and therefore I don't have the time to record a full episode today. But I wanted to drop in anyway, just to share that as much as anything else. And I wanted to also share just a few thoughts, really, because I know that so many people are having challenges sent their way right now, and it is a hard time to be running a small business at the moment. And I think it's really important that we share, and we're not afraid to put it out there that maybe things aren't as easy as we'd like them to be, and maybe we are having more challenges thrown at us at this time than we've experienced maybe 2 years ago. So I do hope you're all well, and please get in touch and let me know how you are. We really need to look out for each other at this time. We've been through such a difficult time these last 18 months, or maybe it's more than 18 months now, and I am very aware that it's not just business, it's family, it's schooling, education, and so many other things, mental health, that are affected by what we've been through. And I actually recognize at the moment that many people are almost trying to work out why they are perhaps struggling with their mental health, or why they're feeling snappy with people or overwhelmed with life. And I really do think that a big part of it is the build-up of everything that we've been through over this time. So I guess a message to give yourself a little bit of a break. Be kind to yourself, as I so often say. Maybe take a little bit more time to enjoy your book in the evening, or watch your favourite TV show, or pick up the phone to a friend. I wanted to talk to you about something that has been a real challenge for me over probably the last 5 or 6 years, actually. I can't attribute this to the pandemic, although I think that it has got a little bit worse during the pandemic, and that is my fear of phoning people. Now, to talk about phoning someone sounds a bit old-fashioned, if I'm honest, because there are so many forms of communication these days that don't involve actually speaking to someone in a direct conversation. But it's something that is really important to me, to stay connected with my friends and my family, and to be able to share the ups and downs like we do in our businesses, the ups and downs of life, and how people are, what they're going through, what they're coping with at the moment, the challenges that they might have overcome. And I've wanted to connect with friends and family so much, but I have remained stuck. And no matter how much I tried to pick up the phone, there were things stopping me. And I believe that one of the things that stops me is that these days we don't necessarily call a landline, we call someone's mobile number. And of course, when you call a mobile number, that person might be out and about, they might be busy, they might be in a meeting, and I really don't like the idea of disturbing someone or calling them at an awkward time and then putting pressure on them. So I never really know when a good time to call is, if I'm honest. If it's in the daytime, someone might be at work. If it's in the evening, that might be the only time that that person gets to spend quality time with their partner or their family. So when is a good time? Now, I fully appreciate that voice notes are a really, really good second best to a phone call. We still allow people to hear our voice and our tone and our heartfelt messages. And also that means that the recipient, can collect the message and listen to it when the time works for them. And I, as some of you will know, leave a lot of voice notes for people and receive a lot as well, which is just lovely. They're heartwarming. They're really, really special. But something about having a two-way conversation with someone in real time is really important to me. And I have been working with a friend stroke business buddy of mine because I discovered that that person had a similar, not exactly the same, concern around their ability to contact people as well. And so we got together as accountability buddies, and it has been amazing. We have lifted each other up, we have encouraged one another, and really been cheerleaders, I guess, for each other. And within a day of sitting down and talking things through together, we had both made massive strides forward. And actually, I think it's now 2 weeks since we sat down and discussed what our struggles were and how we were going to try and move forward. And we have both made such massive progress, and we're feeling really, really good for it. So don't be afraid to put it out there. If there's something in your business or in your life that you find to be a little struggle, because it's very likely you're not the only one. And if you speak to someone who even hasn't been through the thing that you're going through, just to have the opportunity to air that worry or concern or struggle is a step forward. So I really recommend that you get in touch with other business owners and share things that you're having a bit of a block with at the moment, because although we're so lucky to work for ourselves, we don't have the opportunity to speak to someone across the office or chat with someone at the coffee machine and air these things. We can let them build and build and build on our own shoulders, and it can just feel bigger and bigger and more scary. And if you're anything like me, you can get yourself in such a spin that you end up going nowhere. And I just wanted to shout out to you all to stress really that you could really help someone else, and someone else could really help you. So perhaps there's someone you've met through networking and it was 2 years ago, and you've got similar businesses and you want to perhaps share something that you've got a bit of a block about. Get in touch with them, ask them how they're doing, ask them if you could just bend their ear a little bit or ask their advice. Everyone is happy to help, and sometimes I think we feel that we need to find all the answers ourselves, and we need to be seen to be getting it all okay and we can cope with anything, but we don't. We can show a more human side, and it's not a bad thing to reach out and speak to someone else. Now, I don't think I've shared any of my poetry on the podcast before, and as I am doing a slightly shorter episode today and not talking around the topic that I'd planned to share with you, I thought I would brave sharing a poem with you. And I wrote this poem when we got away on our summer holiday this year. It was right at the end of August, so we were really, really excited to be getting away. And we stayed in this country and went to a beautiful part of the world. And on the first morning when I woke up, I went and did my little morning routine that I do. And I was about to start journaling, and instead this poem came. So I thought I would share it with you. So there might be some of you away at the moment because it's half term. There might be some of you that haven't been away at all this year. And so I'm hoping that this will just bring you a little light if you care to listen. Space to breathe, space to be, time to think, time to do. Just this break from the norm, different walls, amazing view. Even the drive, though pretty slow, offered the chance to see into lives of more people than just us. It made me come alive. To feel part of a bigger world, not just us in our space, to see variety of people. We're part of this human race. And today we wake to clouds, but this is not making me sad. I admire this work of art from this lovely cottage pad. Swallows swooping out the window, dipping, diving playfully, entertain me from the comfort of my chair, all velvety. The sights, the scents, the sounds, not to mention quiet stillness. The animals, the birds, huge great sky, breathe in, it thrills us. The joy I feel right now, the bliss it soaks right to my soul, at peace in space that's new to me, a fully filled fruit bowl. So those were the words that came out, and the bit at the beginning talking about seeing other people and not being in our own space very much references how I felt post lockdowns, because we had spent so much time in not only our own home but our own village as well, doing lots of similar walks, which were beautiful, and I'm so grateful for the nature that we appreciated, but there was a lot of familiarity. And so to suddenly be on the motorways where we're passing other cars in traffic jams, it didn't even matter that we were caught in traffic jams, because it was just so wonderful to see other people living their lives. I've really felt like an observer of life, and I almost felt like I was, stepped outside of myself and really observing everything that I was witnessing. It was really special. And obviously, when we got to our holiday home for the week, it was a beautiful change of scenery, and we were in the countryside and we had views miles around and 180-degree views of hills and countryside. It was just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And I just hope that, like I say, whether you've been away or whether you haven't, that might just spark a little bit of joy inside of you. So I'm going to leave it there today. I wanted to thank you all for the feedback that you regularly send me on the podcast. It's such an honour to be able to speak with you and to know that you're out there listening. It really is not something I take for granted at all. And I hope that I'm bringing you content that you are finding not only interesting, but hopefully relevant and of use for you in your life and your business. I have some wonderful guests coming your way very soon, and I really can't wait to share some solo episodes as well. I am getting braver at them, and I would love to hear from you if you've got any topics or any types of people that you would like to hear from on the podcast, because I'm very lucky to be the founder of a community that is filled with such talent and such diverse skill. And I really can't wait to share all of these people with you, because they are superstars, each and every one of them. So I'm going to say goodbye for now. I would love to invite you to join me on Tuesday, this coming Tuesday, if you're listening in real time, the 2nd of November, for our next online networking event. Now, someone asked me recently, is it a problem because they don't live in Surrey, where I'm based? Do all the businesses have to be local to me? I just want to put this out there to all of you. Absolutely not. I am so excited to welcome you from anywhere in the world. It's wonderful to bring people together. We have so much to offer one another, so much inspiration, so much to connect on, and people want to hear about your business. People want to support your business, and you never know who you might meet or where it might lead. I have some wonderful ladies on my current mastermind program who are the best of friends, and they met at our Kingston networking event possibly less than 2 years ago. And that's just wonderful. And it's not just personal friendships that are made, it's business collaborations, it's all sorts of wonderful things. And that's what I love about my networking events. You are all very welcome. You will all be so warmly looked after, and you will get the opportunity to speak up around other business women. And if you prefer not to speak up, you just let me know, and that will be absolutely fine too. I'm well aware that networking can feel like a bit of an intimidating process sometimes. And I think that it's also one of those things that can conjure up, the word networking can conjure up all sorts of negative connotations actually. So I urge you to come and try mine out to see if it's something that will work for you. So I'm going to leave you in peace. I wish you a lovely weekend, and I will speak with you very soon. Thank you so much for listening today. I really hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, I'd love you to take a moment to share and subscribe too. Come and join me over at How Does She Do It Life on both Facebook and Instagram. And until we speak again, I wish you a wonderful week ahead.